Hey Pisces, I just pulled some cards for you and honestly what came through is pretty incredible. So the theme here is about the best news coming your way, something extraordinary happening today and tomorrow, and I have to say the energy is really strong around this. Let me walk you through what the universe is showing me. The first card that came up is the Ten of Pentacles, and this is such a beautiful card to start with. This is telling me that you are moving into a phase of complete abundance and fulfillment. When I look at this card, I see generations of wealth, I see family happiness, I see legacy. This is not just about money coming in, though that is definitely part of it. This is about building something that lasts. The Ten of Pentacles represents the culmination of all your hard work, all those late nights, all those moments when you wondered if things would ever get better. And the answer is yes, they are getting better, they are getting so much better. This card is telling me that within the next couple of days, you might receive news about a financial opportunity or a family matter that brings you tremendous joy. Maybe it is an inheritance you were not expecting, maybe it is a business deal that finally goes through, maybe it is reconciliation with family members that brings not just emotional peace but also material support. The energy here is about roots, about foundation, about creating something solid. For some of you, this could mean finally being able to afford that home you have been dreaming about. For others, it might mean that your business or career reaches a level of stability where you can actually breathe and enjoy life instead of constantly worrying. The Ten of Pentacles is also about community and connection. You are not achieving this alone. There are people around you, family members, mentors, friends who are contributing to this beautiful energy. This is collective success, collective happiness. And what I find really interesting about this card in your reading is that it suggests the news coming to you is not just good, it is transformative. It is the kind of news that changes the trajectory of your life. Think about what you have been working toward, what you have been hoping for. The Ten of Pentacles says it is happening, it is real, and it is closer than you think. The next card I pulled is the Fool, and this is fascinating because the Fool represents new beginnings, fresh starts, leaps of faith. After the Ten of Pentacles showed us this incredible abundance and stability, the Fool comes in to say that you are about to embark on a completely new journey. And here is what makes this so special. Usually when we think of the Fool, we think of starting from scratch, not knowing what we are doing, taking risks. But in your reading, the Fool comes after the Ten of Pentacles, which means you are starting this new journey from a place of security. You have resources now, you have support, you have a foundation, so this leap you are about to take is not desperate, it is not born from fear or necessity. It is born from inspiration, from excitement, from a genuine desire to explore new possibilities. The Fool is telling me that today or tomorrow, you might feel this sudden urge to do something completely different. Maybe you have been thinking about a career change, maybe you have been wanting to travel, maybe there is a creative project you have been putting off. The Fool says go for it. This is your moment. The universe is literally giving you the green light. And what I love about the Fool energy is that it is so pure, so innocent, so full of potential. You are not jaded, you are not cynical. You are approaching this new phase with an open heart and an open mind. Some of you might be thinking, but what if I fail? What if I make the wrong choice? What if I look stupid? The Fool does not care about any of that. The Fool knows that the journey itself is the reward. Every experience, whether you label it success or failure, is teaching you something valuable. The Fool is also about trusting the universe, trusting yourself, trusting that you are being guided. You do not need to have everything figured out. You do not need a perfect plan. You just need to take that first step. And the beautiful thing about the Fool appearing in your reading right now is that it confirms the Ten of Pentacles was not the end, it was the beginning. You are not meant to just settle into comfort and stay there forever. You are meant to use that comfort as a launching pad for even greater adventures. So whatever opportunity presents itself to you in the next couple of days, whatever wild idea pops into your head, do not dismiss it. Pay attention. The universe is speaking to you through the Fool, and it is saying that magic happens when you are brave enough to trust the unknown. Now the third card is the Three of Swords, and I know this card can look scary, but stay with me because in this context it is actually really powerful. The Three of Swords represents heartbreak, pain, difficult truths. But here is what I am seeing in your reading. This card is not about something bad happening to you. This is about healing from something that already hurt you. The Three of Swords is showing up to acknowledge that yes, you have been through some painful experiences. Maybe someone betrayed you, maybe you lost someone you loved, maybe you had to face a truth about yourself or your life that was really hard to accept. But the reason this card is appearing now, alongside the Ten of Pentacles and the Fool, is to show you that you are ready to move past it. The heartbreak you experienced was not meaningless. It taught you something crucial. It showed you what you will not tolerate anymore. It revealed who your real friends are. It forced you to develop strength you did not know you had. And now, as you step into this new phase of abundance and new beginnings, you are doing so with wisdom that only comes from having survived real pain. The Three of Swords in this position is like the universe saying, I know you have been hurt, I see what you went through, and I am so proud of you for still being here, for still being open to life, for still believing in good things. For some of you, the good news coming in the next couple of days might actually involve closure around a painful situation. Maybe someone who hurt you is going to apologize. Maybe you are going to finally understand why something happened the way it did. Maybe you are just going to wake up one morning and realize the pain does not control you anymore. The Three of Swords is also about releasing old wounds. You cannot carry abundance and bitterness at the same time. You cannot step into new beginnings while clutching onto old hurts. So this card is inviting you to let go. Not to forget what happened, not to pretend it did not matter, but to release the emotional charge around it. To stop letting past pain dictate your present choices. And the extraordinary thing that could happen to you today or tomorrow might be this moment of profound forgiveness, either forgiving someone else or forgiving yourself. That is news too, internal news, the kind that shifts everything. The fourth card is the Five of Swords, and this card is about conflict, defeat, winning at all costs. In traditional interpretations, the Five of Swords is not a happy card. It shows someone who has won a battle but lost the war, someone who got what they wanted but destroyed relationships in the process. But in your reading, I am seeing this differently. The Five of Swords is telling me that you are done fighting battles that do not serve you. You are done engaging in conflicts with people who drain your energy. You are done trying to prove yourself to people who will never appreciate you. The Five of Swords represents a kind of disillusionment, a realization that some victories are hollow. And that realization is actually freeing you. Because once you understand that not every battle is worth fighting, you can redirect your energy toward things that actually matter. The news coming to you in the next couple of days might involve a situation where you finally decide to walk away from conflict. Maybe there is someone at work who has been making your life difficult and you decide you are just not going to engage anymore. Maybe there is a family drama that keeps repeating itself and you decide to opt out. Maybe there is an argument you have been having with yourself, an internal battle about your worth or your choices, and you finally lay down your weapons. The Five of Swords is about choosing peace over being right, and that is a radical act. For some of you, this card might also represent someone else in your life who has been playing games, who has been competitive or manipulative. The good news is that you are seeing through it now. You are not falling for the manipulation anymore. You are recognizing toxic behavior for what it is and removing yourself from the situation. This is part of the extraordinary thing happening to you. You are reclaiming your power by refusing to participate in dynamics that diminish you. The Five of Swords says you are smarter now, you are wiser, you see the bigger picture. And while this might feel like a loss in the moment, like you are giving up or admitting defeat, it is actually the most strategic move you could make. You are preserving your energy for battles that actually matter, for goals that actually align with your values. The fifth card is the Ten of Cups, and oh my goodness, this is one of the most beautiful cards in the entire tarot deck. After the challenges represented by the Three of Swords and the Five of Swords, we come to the Ten of Cups, which is pure joy, pure love, pure emotional fulfillment. This card is telling me that you are moving into a period of genuine happiness. Not fleeting pleasure, not temporary excitement, but deep, lasting contentment. The Ten of Cups is about harmonious relationships, about finding your people, about creating a life that truly makes you happy. For many of you, the extraordinary news coming today or tomorrow is related to love and relationships. Maybe you are going to meet someone special. Maybe someone you already know is going to reveal their feelings for you. Maybe a relationship that has been rocky is going to suddenly shift into this beautiful, peaceful space. The Ten of Cups is the soulmate card, the happy family card, the dreams coming true card. If you have been single and hoping to find love, the Ten of Cups is such a positive sign. It suggests that your person is very close, and more than that, when you do get together, it is going to be everything you have been hoping for. This is not a complicated relationship, not a toxic dynamic, not a situation full of drama. This is healthy love, mutual respect, genuine partnership. If you are already in a relationship, the Ten of Cups indicates a new level of closeness and understanding. Maybe you and your partner are going to make a big decision together. Maybe you are going to have a conversation that brings you so much closer. Maybe you are just going to have one of those perfect days where you look at each other and think, This is exactly where I am supposed to be. For those of you who are focused on family, the Ten of Cups might represent reconciliation, celebration, coming together in joy. Maybe there is going to be good news about a family member, maybe you are going to have a gathering that fills your heart, maybe old wounds are finally going to heal. And even if you are someone who does not have traditional family, the Ten of Cups can represent your chosen family, your community, the people who love you and support you. The energy here is about belonging, about being seen and appreciated for who you really are, about knowing that you are loved. This is the kind of news that makes you cry happy tears, that makes you feel grateful to be alive. And it is coming to you so soon. The sixth card is the Three of Wands, and this card is all about expansion, planning, looking toward the horizon. After the Ten of Cups showed us this beautiful emotional fulfillment, the Three of Wands says now we build on it. This card represents vision, foresight, taking your dreams and turning them into reality. The figure in the Three of Wands is standing on a cliff, looking out at the ocean, watching ships come in. Those ships represent your efforts, your investments, the things you set in motion that are now returning to you. The good news coming to you today or tomorrow might be related to a project or plan you started a while ago. Maybe you applied for something and forgot about it and suddenly you get accepted. Maybe you reached out to someone months ago and they are finally responding. Maybe seeds you planted are beginning to sprout in ways you could not have anticipated. The Three of Wands is telling me that you have been preparing for this moment even if you did not realize it. Everything you have done, every choice you have made, has been leading to this. And now you are standing at the edge of something big. You can see the possibilities. You can imagine the future. And it looks good, really good. This card is also about collaboration and partnership. You are not doing this alone. There are people who believe in you, who want to support you, who are willing to invest in your vision. The Three of Wands suggests that you might receive an offer or an opportunity that allows you to expand in some way. Maybe it is a business opportunity, maybe it is a chance to travel, maybe it is an invitation to participate in something bigger than yourself. Whatever it is, the Three of Wands says say yes. This is your moment to think big, to be ambitious, to go after what you really want. Do not play small, do not settle for less than you deserve. The universe is literally rolling out the red carpet for you and asking, what do you want to create? For some of you, this card might represent international opportunities, connections with people from different cultures, expansion beyond your usual boundaries. The Three of Wands has a global quality to it. It is about seeing beyond your immediate circumstances and recognizing that the world is full of possibility. So whatever news comes to you in the next couple of days, approach it with an expansive mindset. Think about how you can grow this, how you can make it even better, how you can reach more people or have more impact. The Three of Wands says you are ready for this level of success. The seventh card is the Tower, and I know this is another card that can freak people out, but in your reading it is actually showing up as a blessing in disguise. The Tower represents sudden change, disruption, structures collapsing. But here is the thing about the Tower. It only destroys what was already unstable. It only breaks down what was not meant to last. And often, the Tower comes in to clear away old patterns and beliefs so that something better can emerge. In the context of your reading, with all these amazing cards about abundance and new beginnings and emotional fulfillment, the Tower is showing me that the extraordinary thing happening to you today or tomorrow might involve a sudden realization, a paradigm shift, a moment where everything clicks into place. Maybe you have been living your life a certain way because you thought you had to, and suddenly you realize you do not. Maybe you have been holding on to a belief about yourself that was limiting you, and suddenly you see it for what it is and you can let it go. The Tower can also represent external events that shake things up. Maybe something unexpected happens that actually works in your favor. Maybe a plan falls through and it turns out to be the best thing that could have happened. Maybe someone or something you were counting on disappears and it forces you to discover your own strength. The Tower is uncomfortable, there is no way around that, but it is also liberating. Because once the false structures are gone, once the illusions are shattered, you can build something real. You can create something authentic. You can live in truth instead of pretense. For some of you, the Tower might represent a secret being revealed, something hidden coming to light. And while this might be shocking or disturbing initially, ultimately it is going to free you. Because you cannot make good decisions based on false information. You cannot build a good life on lies. The Tower brings truth, sometimes harshly, but always necessarily. The news coming to you might not look like good news at first. It might feel disruptive or scary. But I promise you, when you look back on this moment weeks or months from now, you are going to see that it was exactly what needed to happen. The Tower is the universe loving you enough to remove what does not serve you, even when you are still attached to it. Trust the process. Trust that everything falling apart is actually falling into place. The 8th card is the Three of Cups, and this is such a joyful, celebratory card. The Three of Cups is about friendship, community, coming together in happiness. After the Tower shook things up, the Three of Cups says that you are going to find support and celebration with your people. The news coming to you today or tomorrow might involve your friends. Maybe you are going to reconnect with someone you have not seen in a while. Maybe you are going to make new friends who really get you. Maybe you are going to have a celebration or gathering that brings you so much joy. The Three of Cups is the girl's night card, the party card, the we are all in this together card. It represents the beauty of human connection, the magic that happens when people come together with open hearts. For some of you, this card might represent a creative collaboration. Maybe you are going to start working on a project with people you admire. Maybe you are going to join a group or community that aligns with your values. Maybe you are going to find your tribe, those people who see you and appreciate you and celebrate you for exactly who you are. The Three of Cups is also about expressing emotions, about not holding back your joy or your love. This is a time to be exuberant, to be enthusiastic, to let yourself feel good without apologizing for it. So many of us have been conditioned to downplay our happiness, to be modest about our success, to not make other people uncomfortable with our joy. But the Three of Cups says no, be happy loudly. Celebrate yourself, celebrate your friends, celebrate life. The extraordinary thing happening to you might simply be this shift into a more joyful, connected way of being. Maybe you have been isolated or lonely and suddenly you realize you are surrounded by love. Maybe you have been taking life too seriously and suddenly you remember how to have fun. The Three of Cups is reminding you that you do not have to do everything alone. You have people who care about you, who want to support you, who are genuinely happy for your success. Let them in, share your joy, share your struggles, be vulnerable, be authentic. That is where the real magic happens. The 9th card is the Nine of Wands, and this card is about resilience, perseverance, almost there. The figure in the Nine of Wands has been through battles, you can see the bandages, the weariness, but they are still standing. They are still guarding what matters to them. And that is you, Pisces. You have been through so much, you have faced challenges that would have broken other people, but you are still here. The Nine of Wands is telling me that you are in the final stretch. You are so close to achieving what you have been working toward. The news coming to you today or tomorrow might be the confirmation that your efforts are paying off, that your persistence is being rewarded. The Nine of Wands represents strength you did not know you had. It represents getting up one more time even when you feel like you cannot. It represents protecting your dreams even when other people do not understand them. And now, after everything you have been through, you are about to cross the finish line. But the Nine of Wands also carries a warning. Do not give up now. Do not let exhaustion or doubt stop you when you are this close. Yes, you are tired. Yes, you have every right to be. But you also have everything you need to keep going just a little bit longer. For some of you, the Nine of Wands might represent needing to set boundaries, needing to protect your energy, needing to be strategic about who and what you allow into your space. You have worked too hard to let someone else derail you now. You have come too far to let negativity or drama pull you off course. The Nine of Wands says be vigilant, be careful, but also be confident. You know what you are doing. You know what you are capable of. Do not let anyone make you doubt yourself. The extraordinary thing happening to you is that you are finally seeing the results of your resilience. All those times you wanted to quit but did not, all those moments when you pushed through even though it was hard, all of that is about to pay off in a big way. The universe sees you. The universe knows how hard you have been working. And the reward is coming. The 10th and final card is Temperance, and this is such a perfect card to end on. Temperance is about balance, harmony, moderation, finding the middle way. After all the intensity of the previous cards, after the abundance and the new beginnings and the heartbreak and the conflict and the joy and the disruption and the celebration and the perseverance, Temperance comes in to say, okay, now we integrate all of this. Now we find our center. The news coming to you today or tomorrow, this extraordinary thing that is about to happen, it is going to require you to stay balanced, to not get too high or too low, to remain grounded even as amazing things unfold. Temperance is the alchemy card. It is about mixing different elements to create something new and beautiful. And that is what you are doing right now. You are taking all your experiences, the good and the bad, the joyful and the painful, and you are synthesizing them into wisdom. You are becoming a more whole, more integrated version of yourself. For some of you, Temperance might represent healing, especially healing that happens gradually over time. Maybe you are going to start a new wellness practice. Maybe you are going to find a therapist or healer who really helps you. Maybe you are just going to start taking better care of yourself. Temperance is also about patience. The best things in life cannot be rushed. They need time to develop, time to mature. So even as you receive good news and exciting opportunities, temperance reminds you to trust the timing. Do not force things. Do not push too hard. Allow things to unfold naturally. The extraordinary thing happening to you is not just an external event, it is an internal shift. You are finding your equilibrium. You are learning how to stay calm in the midst of chaos. You are discovering that you do not need to be all or nothing, black or white, perfect or terrible. You can be complex, you can be contradictory, you can be all of it at once. And that is not just okay, it is beautiful. Temperance says you are exactly where you need to be. Everything is working out exactly as it should. Trust yourself. Trust the process. Trust that the universe has your back. So Pisces, let me bring all of this together for you. You pulled the 10 of Pentacles, the Fool, the 3 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, the 10 of Cups, the 3 of Wands, the Tower, the 3 of Cups, the 9 of Wands, and Temperance. That is 10 cards total, and together they are telling such a powerful story. The best news of all is about to reach you, and it is not just one thing. It is a convergence of blessings, opportunities, realizations, and connections. You are moving from a place of struggle and uncertainty into a place of abundance and clarity. The pain you experienced was not meaningless, it was preparing you for this moment. The battles you fought were teaching you what really matters. And now you are ready to receive everything you have been hoping for. Today and tomorrow are powerful days for you. Stay open, stay aware, stay present. The extraordinary thing that is about to happen might be big and obvious, or it might be quiet and subtle. But either way, it is going to change your life. Trust yourself, trust the universe, trust that you are worthy of all the good things coming your way.